Namaste everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Today we'll be going through a 30-minute strong deep yoga flow. I have two principles throughout my class. The first one is not to be in competition with yourself and others around you. And the second one is to try and maintain a steady breath in through the nose and out through the nose. With that being said, let's lay down on our back. Feet hip-width apart, arms by the side, toes roll out to the side, fingers gently curl in. Begin to feel your contact with the earth. And now feel the touch. And through this touch, we begin to feel the breath coming in. Breath going out. Feel the belly rise with the in-breath and the belly soften with the out-breath. Unclench your jaw and allow the tongue to be resting behind the top of the teeth. So the roof of the mouth is soft. And allow the breath to nourish both the body and mind so that we begin to feel a calming. Well done. Inhale both knees into the chest. Grab opposite wrist, forearms or elbows. Shoulders drop away from the ears. Sit bones begin to drop down to the floor as we apply pressure on the tops of the legs. Tongue behind the top of the teeth, soft roof of the mouth, breathing in. Follow the exhale to completion. Gently begin to rock from side to side to roll out the spine. And when you're ready, you can begin to rock backwards and forwards up to wide-legged child's pose. Otherwise, roll to one side and gently lift yourself up. So knees wide, sit bones drop to the heels. Inhale, look up. Exhale, come down. Forearm and forehead touches the floor. It's okay if your sit bones are elevated off the heels. Keep allowing gravity to drop them towards the heel. Stay with the breathing. Body, mind inhaling. Body, mind exhaling. Let's come up into our first downward facing dog. Hands shoulder width apart. Feet hip width apart. Push back, downward facing dog. So hips to the ceiling, there's a hinging happening at the hips. The shoulders drop away from the ears. The head and neck area is soft. Look between the legs or have your eyes shut. Breathe into the heart now. Feel the breath nourishing the heart as we follow the exhale to completion. Allow your knees to be soft here. This is still just the warming exercises. We're coming back into the body. Well done. Begin to walk the feet to the front of the mat, feet hip width apart. Inhale, looking up. And exhale, forward fold. Grab opposite elbows, allow the head and neck area to be soft, and you can bend your knees here if you need to, but allow the breath to nourish the back of the legs. Release the hands. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, gently rise all the way up. Hands come overhead, look to thumbs. The back of the hands touch. On the exhale, we come down, hands by the waist. 2 breaths. Inhale, hands come up overhead, look to thumbs. Hands come down as we exhale. Inhale, heaven and earth connects. Exhale, hands by the side. Step to the front of the mat. Feet together, slight gap in the heels. Hands by the side, shoulders drop away from the ears. Let's bring our awareness to the toes, lift the toes up, and then place them down onto the floor. Feel the arches of the feet lifting up, and the lower belly tucks in, hands by the side, Tadasana. So we're going to begin with sun salutations and keep building. Inhale, hands come up overhead, look to thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk or step back, high plank. If you need to, drop knees, chest, chins to the floor, otherwise lower yourself completely to the floor. Hands out in front, elbows under the shoulders. Inhales for Sphinx posture. If you have sore wrists, you do this posture throughout. Exhale, look over the right shoulder, gaze to the heel. Inhale, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, let's push back, extended child's pose. So legs together, hands out in front, foreheads in contact with the earth. We have long armpits here, so breathe in there, we're waking up the meridians of the arms. And throughout today's class, if you begin to find downward facing dog difficult, you come down onto your knees and extend the hands. Let's come up, inhale, onto all fours and push back into downward facing dog. Hands are shoulder width apart, equal weight on the palms, hips to the ceiling with hinging happening at the hips. The shoulders rotate away from the ears, the head and neck area is soft. Gaze between the knees and allow the eyes to soften. Now feel the breath in the back of the ribs, more breath. Follow the exhale to completion. Looking to the front of the mat, inhale, walk or step. Half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, gently rise all the way up. Hands come overhead, look to thumbs. Exhale, hands by the side. That's the first one, and we're going to continue to build with each one now, so stay with it. Inhale, hands come up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to shins or the ankles or the floor. As we inhale, half lift, lift the quadriceps. Exhale, walk or step back, high plank. Dropping down, chaturanga, elbows close to ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Look up. Exhale, push back. Downward facing dog. We're here for 3 breaths. 1, the eyes settle, the head and neck area is soft, the jaws unclenched, and the tongue stretching behind the top of the teeth. Feel the breath nourishing the back of the legs down to the feet. 2 breaths. Three, looking to the front of the mat. Inhale, walk or step. Half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, gently rise all the way up. Hands come overhead, look to thumbs. Exhale, hands by our side. Nice work. Inhale, sweep the floor, drop the hips, look to thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, walk, step or hop back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, armpits forward, breathe into the heart. Exhale, push back. downward facing dog. Your option here, you can either come into a low lunge or a high lunge. Inhale, right foot forward, left heel off the ground, hands rise up, look to thumbs. Exhale, come down, same exhale. Inhale, bright chest. Exhale, push back. Left side, inhale, left foot forward. Hands come overhead, look to thumbs. I lunge as we exhale, drop down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, liberate the heart. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. So a lot of energy is moving through the body now, stay with it. Two breaths. Allow the heels to drop down on the exhales. The skull's open, we're receiving here. 3. Looking to the front of the mat. Inhale, walk, step or hop. Half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the floor, drop the hips, look to thumbs. Exhale, hands by the side. Well done. We're going to come into the standing series now, but before we do that, allow yourself to settle. Eyes shut. Bring the hands into prayer. Begin to feel your connection to the earth with the feet. So feel the contact. And now feel the contact of the hands. Feel the touch of the hands. Breathing in. We know we're breathing in. Breathing out. We know we're breathing out. We come back home to the here and the now. This is our time for practice. Well done. Hands by the side. Let's step the feet hip width apart, hands on hips as we inhale, bright chest, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Pistol grip your big toes. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Elbows go wide, shoulder blades roll up the spine, the head and neck area is soft. You can look between the knees. Now if we have really tight hamstrings, it's okay to bend the knees. So bend the knees more. The waist area softens and the breath begins to nourish the body and the mind. Three, inhale, half lift. Bring the hands underneath the balls of the feet. As we exhale, forward fold, pull ourselves in more. Now if this is too difficult, just do the same posture as before. Allow the eyes to settle, the tongue's behind the top of the teeth, so the roof of the mouth is soft, and the breath is nourishing both the body and the mind. If you want more, you can begin to lengthen through the legs and gently rock forward onto the balls of the feet. Stay with the breathing. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, feet together, stand to the front of the mat, slight gap in the heels. Allow ourselves to settle here. Inhale, step the right foot to the back of the mat. Turn the right foot to face the back of the room. On the left foot, come on the ball of the foot and drop the heel out 45 degrees. Lengthen through the arms. Exhale, fold over that front hip. Right hand to the shin, ankle or the big toe. Left hand up to the ceiling. Gaze to the heel of the left thumb. We're long through the front leg. 2 breaths. Back heel is anchored into the floor. Breathe into the side body here. Activate the quadriceps. 4. 5. Let's have some fun. Left hand comes down to the sacrum, bend the front knee. half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Left foot comes up. If it's too much, drop both hands to the floor and the left hip drops. Otherwise, the hands come off the lower back, left hand to the ceiling. And if you want more, you can begin to take the gaze to the hand. 5, exhale, come down, swap sides. Left foot to the front of the room, back leg 45 degrees. Very long through the arms here as we exhale, forward fold. Take the shin, ankle, or the big toe. It doesn't matter where we are. We want to have a broad chest, gaze to the heel of the right thumb. 2 breaths. 3 more breaths with the inhale. Follow the exhales to completion. 4. 5, right hand comes down to the sacrum, bend that front knee, kick up, let's have some fun here, stay with it. 1, again, if it's too much, drop the hands, work to your capacity here. 3 breaths. This posture is really good to penetrate our mind and help cultivate concentration. Exhale, come down, let's swap sides, revolve triangle. Both hands on the hips, right hip back, left hip forward. Right hand on the sacrum, inhale, left hand comes up. Exhale, left hand comes down under the shoulder, next to the foot. Push down into the earth, rotate through the lumbar region, look over the right shoulder, right hand can come up to the ceiling here. If your hand can be flat on the floor, that's fine. For more advanced practitioners, you can bring your hand over to the opposite side of the foot. It's important to follow the exhales here, 3 breaths. 4 breaths. 5, inhale, rise up. Swap sides. Left foot forward, right heel 45 degrees. Both hands on hips and square the hips up. Left hip back, right hip forward. We want the twisting to happen in the lumbar region of the spine. Right hand comes up. Pick your variation as we exhale, the right hand comes down. Reach the fingers adjacent to the arch of the foot. Pushing into the earth, grounding and rebounding, opening the waist. Look over the left shoulder, left hand comes up, gaze to the heel of the left thumb. Activate your quadriceps here. Four breaths. 5, inhale, rise up. Well done. Exhale, standing to the front of the mat. Feet together, slight gap in the heels. Observe sensation. We expand and we come back, and then we settle. We feel. Let's stay with it. Inhale, step the right foot back, open it up to face the back of the room, about a leg distance apart. We're going to come into Warrior 2. We begin to sink into our front knee. Be aware of the front knee collapsing in. With the back leg, we want it 90 degrees. As we sink in, the knees stacked above heel, we can see the border of the big toe and the arms come up. Parallel to the floor, we look to the front hand. We sink into the front hip, lift up through the pelvic floor. 2 breaths here. Soft smile on the face here. Let's deep more into that front knee. 4 breaths. Give rise to your determination. 5, inhale, rise up. Swap sides. Back leg 90 degrees. Sink into the left leg. We're very long here. If your knee is over your toes, it's an indication we can go longer. Left knee is stacked above the heel. Send energy down to the blade of the back foot. Hands come up, sink more into that front knee. 1. Keep lifting up through the pelvic floor. 2 breaths. 3. There'll be shakiness here. Allow the energy to clear through the body. 4. 5. Inhale, rise up. Keep the feet parallel. Hands come onto hips. Inhale, bright chest, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Wide-legged forward fold. Hands come down to the floor. Inhale, half lift, look up. Exhale, walk the hands back in line with the arches of the feet. Allow yourself to fold, and then the head and neck area is soft. We want the crown of the head to the floor. For a lot of us, we're going to be really tight through the abductors and the hamstrings. Just bend your knees more so that the waist softens. Eyes shut here, tongue behind the top of the teeth, the roof of the mouth is soft, and now allow the breath to nourish the waist. The mind begins to soften. Inhale, half lift, look up. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, stand to the front of the mat. Well done. Hands by the side. Nice work. Alright, staying with the vinyasa. Inhale, hands come up overhead, look to thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, look up. Exhale, walk, step or hop back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. We're going to come into warrior lunge. So inhale the right foot forward. You can either come into a half lunge or a full lunge. Rise up, arms by the ears, sink into that front hip. Begin to drop the arms back as we take the gaze to the sky. If you want more, begin to drop the hands back into prayer. As we look up, that's 4. 5, exhale, come down. Push back. You can either do chaturanga dandasana as a vinyasa, upward facing dog, or we meet back into downward facing dog. Left side, inhale, left foot forward. Come into a low or high lunge as the hands come up to the ceiling. The right heel is up. It gives us greater access to the heart. Keep sinking into that front knee. Drop the arms back. More breath. Breathe into the heart here. Begin to drop the hands. 4 breaths. 5. Well done. Drop down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back. Downward facing dog. Let's drop the knees down to the floor. Bring the legs out to the front. Paschimottanasana. Stay with the flow, a lot of energy moving. Move the flesh away from the sit pose. Sit tall here. If you have flexibility, you can take your big toes here and fold forward. Otherwise, hands come up. Exhale, forward fold. Fold from the hips, lead with the sternum. Hands come down. For a lot of us, we might be really tight through the hamstrings. It's okay to bend the knees here. Sink in. Otherwise, the hands are by the side. We don't want you to round the back here. Keep the shoulders broad. 4 breaths. 5. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, walk the hands forward more. Come down. Take the sides of the feet as if you had your big toes. 3. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release. So we're going to do an ITB stretch. I'll face you, but keep facing in front of the mat. Bring the right foot over the top of the left leg. Right knee stacked above the left knee. Some of us, our knee might be stacked a bit higher. Hands out in front. Inhale, look up. Dorsiflex the foot. Exhale, forward fold. Relax it. You should feel this in your left leg. Shut your eyes here. Feel the sensation and breathe into that sensation. Well done. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, release. Swap sides. Left leg over the top of the right leg. Left heel by the right glute. Hands out in front. Inhale, look up. Exhale, gently come down. Relax the head. Body, mind, inhaling. Body, mind, exhaling. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, release. In your own way, come back onto all fours into a plank position. Drop down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Let's drop the knees down to the floor. We're going to come into camel pose. Hands come onto the hips, and then bring the hands onto the glutes. Lift up with the in-breath, the hips forward, chin to the chest, and then exhale, drop the head back. Breathe into the heart here. It's a deep stretch. 2, 3. More breath, everyone. 5. Inhale, come up. Exhale, gently come down, child's pose. Forehead touches, arms by the legs. Allow yourself to settle here. So we have 5 points of contact. The forehead, the 2 arms, and the 2 legs. And through this contact, we're able to fall away even more. So keep falling away here. Well done. Let's come onto all fours and come back into a high plank. Drop down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Let's drop the knees to the floor and bring the legs out in front. And let's lay down onto our back. It's our final posture. Allow the body to settle. Inhale, right knee into the right side of the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Place the right foot on top of the left leg, left hand on top of right knee. Extend the right hand in the opposite direction and begin to drop the left leg over. Shut your eyes here. This is a cooling posture. If you want more, you can turn your gaze to the right. Your eyes can be shut, and with every exhale, deeply release. If you have extra range of motion, the right leg can drop off the left thigh all the way down to the floor. Inhale, come back. Give yourself a squeeze. Release the right leg. Toes fall out to the side, arms away from the body, and just feel the right and left side of the body. Inhale, left knee into left side of the torso. Bring the left foot on top of the right thigh. Right hand on top of the left knee. Extend the left hand in the opposite direction as we begin to drop the leg over. Stay with it. If you want more, you can turn your gaze to the left and release the leg. But with every exhale, allow the body to soften more. Well done. Come back. Give yourself a squeeze. Release the leg, both legs to the floor. The final relaxation, feet hip width apart. Arms away from the body, palms facing up. Allow the toes to roll freely out to the side. Allow your abdominal muscles to soften and deeply release through the belly. The jaws unclenched, tongue behind the top of the teeth, the roof of the mouth soft. The facial muscles begin to soften, the forehead's relaxed, and the eyes begin to settle into the eye sockets. We begin to fall away. Allow the eyes to be shut. Allow yourself to continue to fall away here. It's important you follow the exhale to completion, and at the end of the exhale, touch peace. Deep peace. Well done, everyone. This is your time. Thank you for making time to your yoga practice. Spend as long as you want here. There's no rush. This is where the healing takes place, within the body and mind. If you'd like to, you can wiggle your toes and fingers. Give yourself a big overhead stretch. Roll to one side. Take your time here. Push up into a seated position. As always, namaste. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day, drink plenty of water, and until next time.